Hello, I hope you found looking through the subject information useful and informative, and please feel free to give us any feedback. As I mentioned at the start of the presentation, one of the things we are really keen to promote is a broader educational experience for our students. And just want to tell you very briefly about some of the activities students can engage in. Some of these are compulsory, others are optional. The compulsory elements are firstly General RE. Now this is a programme that's been put together very carefully to try and challenge students' understanding of key ethical issues. For example, students are currently looking at medical ethics. So it has a religious dimension, but it's more of an ethical dimension, and for any of our students who want to go into the field of medicine, admissions tutors at universities have told us directly that being able to discuss medical ethics is something they really value and they actually look for in their applications. So I think it's a really good example just in General RE how something that may not appear to be particularly connected to a career choice or a degree choice actually can have many hidden values that students suddenly find themselves really grateful for without necessarily initially realising the benefit. In addition to General RE, all our students in Year 12 undertake Level 6 English Speaking Board exams, which is a qualification that aims to develop students' ability to present. Most of our students moan like mad when they hear they've got to stand up and do 3 short presentations in front of a small group and an external examiner, but experience has actually proven to be anything but that, and most of our students say they find it a highly valuable experience. And in the formal exam, which comes at the end of Year 12, students get really genuinely independent and individual assessments, which gives them pointers for how to improve on future presentations. And a number of our students have actually said that doing ESB has been the one thing that has enabled them to go to a university application interview or a job interview and actually speak with far more confidence than they would ever have anticipated. The only other compulsory thing we get our students to do is an independent learning package in Year 12. A lot of our students find the transition between GCSE and A-level difficult, mainly because A-level requires so much on independent learning rather than teacher-led learning. So this is a package we put in place right at the beginning of Year 12 to try and help students to identify ways in which they can become independent learners much more effectively, and to give them those support structures that will not only serve them well during their sixth form, but either into university, careers or apprenticeships and beyond. In addition to these enrichment opportunities, there's a number of other activities that take place during the 2 years, COVID permitting unfortunately at the moment, but we would encourage our students to participate in trips, particularly an annual pilgrimage to Rhodes, supporting pilgrims and the elderly and the sick there. All of our students who've ever done that absolutely rave, and most of them would like to go several times rather than just once. Similar in some ways to that, in that it's a caring vocational type of trip, is the Lasallian World Development Project, where students can apply to go and work abroad for 4 weeks in the summer after they've completed their A-level studies. Students in the past have been to countries like Ghana, Kenya and India, taking part in community projects such as building a shower block or building a school. And these again tend to be life-changing experiences, and students who've done this in the past not only have done it once, but they've gone and done it again and ended up a few years down the line when they're at university even leading groups of younger students in these projects. We also have opportunities to work with other educational establishments, notably Cambridge University run a scheme called HE+, Higher Education Plus, where groups of our students can work with other students in the city to do research work, which is judged by a group of academics and prizes awarded. It's really valuable in terms of developing team skills, but also research skills and working at a slightly higher academic level for students who are looking to go to a top university. All our students have to do work experience. For some students, for example, those doing health and social care, that's already part of their timetabled course. However, we think having some valuable work experience is needed for all of our students, and we set aside a week at the end of year 12 for students to find and participate in a week of valuable work experience that should link directly to their either course choice in the future or their career. And this way we're finding that students are able to stand out a little bit more above other people when they're applying for jobs, because they have shown that dedication and interest in a particular field from relatively early on. We also encourage our students to live up to their role model status in school by mentoring younger students. This has been very difficult due to COVID, but hopefully as things start to improve for next year, this is something that we will initiate once again. Some of our students have trained as mental health mentors, and they actually run training sessions for year 7. Again, anybody interested in working in social care, education, this is a really valuable thing to do, and our students have found it incredibly rewarding, not only to work with the younger students, but also to plan lessons and put materials together. We've also had schemes where our students have been mentoring sessions with students in different schools, as well as some of our younger students in our school as well. Hopefully that's given you some insight into the many things we do. That is just by no means an exhaustive list. We have all manner of